Federal government warns Nigerians of impending 2023 flood disaster due to lack of preparedness. Can you see a shameless government? Can you see how shameless Nigeria is? They are warning Nigerians of impending flood in this 2023. Okay, that is going to be disastrous, and government is not prepared for it. With what happened last year when the Cameroon Dam overflowed into Nigeria and caused big damage in the whole of Nigeria. Up till now, 1 year after, the government has not done anything. And now they're shamelessly coming online to warn Nigerians of the impending flood that will take place, the disaster that it will cause, because they are not prepared. Hi. So what have they been doing? The National Environmental Wanting Nigeria, the National Emergency Management Agency, what are their jobs? But they have the information that there will be flood, but they're not prepared. So Nigerians should do what? Should leave their land and relocate. Flood will be killing Nigerians in their country when they have enough resources to manage it. So if they're in a country like Netherlands or Japan that is on the center of water, what will happen? It means that the country would have been washed away. Hush, man. This is one of the shameless reports or warning that can come from a country like Nigeria. So are they saying that they don't have what it takes, or because they are blindfolded by looting? This last minute looting before they leave office is what is blindfolding them. They want to loot, even if everybody die on natural disaster, it doesn't bother them. They want to loot the money and walk away. Shamelessly coming to tell us that there will be disastrous flood, but it's due to lack of preparedness. Nigerians be warned. How? What kind of country is this? The more you know what is happening, the more you get frustrated in this country. I think the best thing is probably to just, I don't know, is it possible to even live without listening to news in Nigeria? Nigeria not prepared to handle 2023 flood disaster. Federal government wants citizens to take precaution. Can you imagine? The 2023 climate-related disaster preparedness and mitigation strategies report has raised concerns over the potential disruption that may be caused by this year's rainy season and other weather conditions in Nigeria. The report was compiled by a technical committee of experts set up by the federal government to assess the severity of the weather and the preparedness of relevant agencies to deal with the impending challenges. The report warns that the severity of the weather combined with lack of preparedness by relevant agencies may lead to major disruptions in the country, affecting citizens' health and infrastructure in key sectors, roads, bridges, and other essential infrastructures, as well as communities are likely to be washed away, while disease epidemics may break out in many areas. Can you see? You see, the aviation sector is not left out, as airplanes may skid off runways and cause major catastrophes. It is essential that relevant agencies take adequate measures to prevent this disastrous event from happening. That is it. Of course, aviation will not be exempted now, because the way it is going, even airports will be flooded. Okay, states like Bayelsa, Rivers, Delta, Akwa Ibom, Cross Rivers, all those states, even Abia State, okay, even Imo State, okay, some of those airports might be flooded, heavily flooded, that planes will not be able to land. And the government is not prepared 1 year after. Not prepared. It's quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. The report notes that severe flooding would likely wash away farms and lead to the destruction of livestock, thus causing severe hunger in the land. Severe weather may also worsen malaria, cholera, and other waterborne diseases, which will have a devastating effect on the already fragile health system. Moreover, it predicts that the challenging weather may escalate depression among Nigerians, who are already struggling with the socioeconomic impact of the pandemic. The warning is contained in a document prepared and made available by the panel, which is chaired by the National Emergency Management Agency. The document indicates that the agency developed the early warning messages in collaboration with several stakeholders, including representatives of about 22 ministries, departments, and agencies. The 22-member technical committee, which signed the analysis of 2023 seasonal climate prediction, includes NEMA, the Nigerian Hydrological Service Agency, Nigerian Meteorological Agency, National Space Research and Development Agency, National Inland Waterways Authority, Office of the Surveyor General of the Federation, and the National Orientation Agency. The list also includes the Federal Ministry of Health, Federal Ministry of Environment, Federal Ministry of Education, Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, Federal Ministry of Transportation, and the National Oil Spill Detection and Response Agency, NOSRA. Others are the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Nigerian Integrated Water Resource Management, River Basin Development Authority, Giga Dam, Nigerian Red Cross Society, Federal Fire Service, Center for Disaster Risk Management, University of Nigeria and Soka, Federal Capital Territory Emergency Management Agency, Erin Dam, Osun State, and the Upper Niger River Basin Development Authorities, MENA, Niger State. According to a report following the public presentation of the 2023 seasonal climate prediction by NIMET on January 24 and the annual flood outlook by the NISHA on February 17, 2023, NEMA convened a technical meeting of experts from relevant stakeholders, organizations who deliberated for 2 days and came up with a strategy as an early warning document based on thematic sectors. The report is a call to action for relevant agencies to take the necessary measures to mitigate the effect of the impending weather condition. It is a reminder that adequate preparedness is key to reducing the impact of natural disaster, and it is essential that stakeholders work together to ensure that the impact of the impending weather condition is minimized. Can you see what we are seeing in Nigeria? This is what we are seeing in Nigeria. How can a country, after series of flooding taking place in Nigeria over the years, series of flooding that has happened in Nigeria over the years, okay, up to now we are not prepared, and now a report is coming with warning that we are not prepared. So what is government doing? All these parastatals that are signing this warning are the parastatals responsible for getting prepared, for preparedness. Federal Ministry of Environment, National Emergency Management Agency, all of these agencies and parastatals it is their responsibility to get prepared. Now they are signing a warning. They are not prepared for Nigerians to take precaution. So is that not irresponsibility of the highest order? That is irresponsibility of the highest order. I can't see how that continue to be in a country like Nigeria. This is very, very terrible. So Nigerians, be warned that the flood coming this year is going to be disastrous. So be warned and take precaution, because Nigerian government and agencies are not prepared to handle the emergency, even when they have known about it. So Nigerians, especially those in the south and southeast, be prepared for this flood. And I'm even suspecting that this might be a tactical method that the government is even using to frustrate the south and the southeast. Okay, they don't want to develop it, and they're coming to collect oil. The major revenue that is sustaining Nigeria is coming from south and southeast. The north and the west are not really contributing to anything. And the same section that is actually contributing to the mainstay of the country in terms of oil revenue is the section that is ravaged by all forms of natural disaster year in, year out, and nobody cares. And I think impoverishing them the more. This is terrible. This is very bad. This is very bad.